Good morning, everybody. Well, it's Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day, and I'm driving for work, and I'm heading to my next stop. It's 5-something in the morning, 5:17 to be exactaroo. So, I just got a couple questions to ask, and here's the name of this video is going to be, am I right or wrong? Because really there is no right or wrong. But if there were to be a right or wrong, I have to ask a few questions. So, when it comes to the topic of, say, parenting, okay, my exes, I don't want to be personal at all, but I'm just doing this because it's been a while since I've had any of these kind of videos and whatever, but, okay, when it comes to my exes, okay, I want to work together to do things to make my children's lives better, and I have nothing but interesting topics and stuff to talk about. I don't do negative things. I don't talk about negative things. I don't waste my time on idle stuff. And I don't want to go too much into me, because it doesn't really matter. But I'm just asking, okay, am I right or wrong when I'm trying to communicate with my exes in order to work out ways that we can be better parents? And I'm open, I'm waiting, I'm patient, I'm offering like my attention and say, hey, I'm willing to talk to you and I want to work with you on stuff and blah, 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 blah. But they don't at all. They just simply don't like me. I have nothing wrong with them except for the way they act towards me. So in that effect, question one, am I right or wrong? If there was a right or wrong. Question number two, if I was right or wrong. Okay, my kids, my older ones, because my younger ones are sort of under the control of their mom, and so are the older ones, but they just don't think they are. They just grew up with their mom, so their mind is already won over by their mom, so that's just what it is. And they may think they think for themselves, and in certain ways they do, you know, when they're their girlfriend's, boyfriend's choice of what they do. But, okay, with my kids, okay, I want to spend time with them, and I'm their dad, willing to do whatever it takes to help them with their future and talk to them. They choose not to answer me back, reply at all or respond at all to anything I send them. So, and I'm not mad at them for it. I just don't understand why they won't talk to me when I haven't done anything wrong to them. So, in that effect, am I right or am I wrong? Just asking. Okay, now when it comes to people I meet walking down the street, okay, I love everyone I see. And I literally want to get to know everybody for who they are, what they do, you know, for their little idea of life. And I also want to help them understand who they really are and what they're really here doing. But, you know, they'd have to be open to that. And if they aren't, then that's cool. I'll just see for what they are and what level they are on in this adventure that we're on. But anyway, I want to meet them all. I love them all. I'm open and understanding and accepting. You know, of course, when I say accepting, if there's people that are doing harmful things and negative things and polluting and stuff like that, of course I give my opinion. But I have changed around to the point where I'm not like, hey jerk, you shouldn't do that, because my opinion is just my opinion. There's nothing truly right or wrong. But when things aren't helping a situation or are making a situation worse, I'll state that to people. So that doesn't make anything bad. In fact, that's the right thing to do. When people are doing something wrong and you say, hey, you shouldn't do that, is that wrong or right? Well, I guess maybe I shouldn't say anything. But on the other hand, before that wrong thing is done, I myself wouldn't do that wrong thing. So I therefore can help those people doing the wrong things by saying, hey, you want to know how to do the right things? Like, if there was a right and wrong, you know, like according to what's harming people and what's good for people and what's bad for the environment and good for the environment. I think we all know this. So we should. And if we don't, there's probably an easy course called walk outside and look around and what feels right and what feels wrong. Don't worry about what you think is right or wrong. What feels right or wrong? Truly feels it. I mean, am I right or wrong? If there was a right or wrong. I like saying it so much, and if it gets annoying, I'm sorry. But I'm making a point, because I am so tired of not saying what needs to be said, because my exes are just, what? They have no interaction with my own kids. They live with them, but they don't even talk to them. And I'm not allowed to talk to them because my exes don't really make an attempt to help. Of course, my kids ain't gonna make an attempt when they grew up with my exes who don't like me. So then my exes are like, well, it's not my fault they don't like you, or they don't want to talk to you. Yes, sort of is. When I say, hey, the kids aren't gonna step out and try to say, hey, Dad, I want to talk to you, when Mom does nothing but badmouth me. And then when I get around them, after being held away from them so long, I'm all bottled up and I'm like, I to say, okay? Because I never get the chance to say it. Even when I went to court, they don't let you say they don't let you say anything. They ask you a question and they cut you off if you don't say what they want to hear. How weird is that? Yeah, it's fair. Our court system is anything but fair. So, from now on, even in the world, other than, I was using my personal things as an example, but in the world as it is, why don't we start doing what feels right and is right? So now I'm going to move on to this present day bullshit that we're doing. Okay, quit wearing masks and quit listening to the fucking people on the news, please. Okay, there is no real virus. We have made it so much worse by the way we think and the way we act. We are ridiculous. The people that are like, I won't, I'm going to wear a mask because social distancing and what are you doing? Just listening to the news. And that's what they're saying for you to do. And you're just following along like a blind little puppy. Please, I'm not trying to put you down, but you need somebody to help you wake up. Breathe fresh air. Don't freaking wear a mask. The air is fresh. If you were going to die, you would die. The mask ain't doing shit but making you breathe your own CO2. You're going to suffocate yourself, dummies. Especially when you're outside or driving. Don't be silly, okay? I'm saying that because you need to hear it. I love you. Everybody, I love you. I love us. Because there is no you or me. It is just I. But you can't say, I love I. I love I. Because it doesn't make sense to people. The words that we use are words that we help explain things with. But there really needs no explanation, except we people are so stubborn and determined to figure things out that we're looking at the wrong answers and thinking that they're right. Well, tell me what's right or wrong, and I will help. I don't want to even say this the wrong way because I don't want to edit this video at all. But with there not being a official right or wrong other than what other people tell you, start using your own, your own brain, your own intelligence to tell what's right or wrong, okay? I know I say a bunch of the same things over and over and repeat them, but they need to be heard. So, from this point on, make an attempt to do what you feel is the right thing. With that being said, peace.